Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I am Nonji Malunga for those of you who do not know me. So basically today I have some tips and tricks on finding the perfect accommodation for your travel. Accommodation that is affordable and has luxury vibes. So I know top of my head my two favorite places I went to last year for 2020 were definitely, one was on my birthday, so I didn't vlog this because I wanted to enjoy every single minute of it, but definitely this one was top two and not two. Then the other one was Stardam Estate. We went there with my friends beginning of the year, so this one was also very beautiful, and we paid very low prices for these places. So if you guys want to get tips and tricks on how I find the perfect accommodation for my holidays, please do continue watching the video. Okay, so the first point is the most obvious point, and I'm just gonna get it out of the way so it doesn't waste our time any longer. But basically the first one is you need to look everywhere. So you need to look on Airbnb, Bookings24, Afristay, search the internet, accommodation in Mpumalanga, search Twitter, hidden gems in Mpumalanga, affordable accommodation, luxury accommodation, Mpumalanga. You need to literally look everywhere, because obviously if it was that simple then we would all be going to these great places. Okay. People invest their time in this and really look for these places. So I know I spent about like a week. I even searched like months before for a place, then I take a break and I search again. Like guys, you must just look everywhere and make sure you've utilized literally everything you can. So the second point, which is the most important point for me, is that those places you found in point number one, you need to actually go to the actual site. So search the place on Google. So I know the listings on Airbnb and bookings.com and all these places are actual places that existed before Airbnb and stuff like that. So there are actual lodges and B&Bs that people have just listed on these platforms. So you get that the prices on the actual website of these places is so much cheaper. On my birthday, so I was in a rush and I just needed a place quickly, so I searched on Airbnb and I found a place, and this was the amount, literally 6,000 rand. So later on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot my second rule, which is the most important rule. So I actually went on the site, and to my surprise guys, I saw how much cheaper it was. On weekends it was like 6.7, and during the week it was literally like 3,000 rand. I was so shocked and I was so upset at myself because I could have saved so much money. So guys, this is the most important point. If you have time, just make sure that place you found on Airbnb, you actually try to look for it and its actual website and book through there rather. I know Airbnb is like convenient, everything's there, you can talk to the host there, whereas now you have to like email the place or call in and check if they're available and stuff like that. So please do check it out. Point number three, which is a sad point but it's actually reality, try book off season, because off peak rates slap so hard. I know like me, my birthday is during December, so it's always on season and it's always going to be expensive, but I really could save the money and get a better place for a longer extended period of time if I like book in April or somewhere during the week. So just look out for that and try when you're planning your holidays to plan them off season, also during the week. During the week is also way cheaper than the weekend, because I mean everybody's free on the weekend, so it makes sense. So yeah, off season and during the weekend you will save a lot of money. Point number four, if you're a South African citizen, you do get some discounts in some of the places, especially in nature reserves. I know they love that a lot, like in Kruger. If you actually call in, they can give you you have a different price if you're a South African citizen, because a lot of these places they cater to tourists from overseas, so they wanna charge them a lot, and I know it's like taxes and travel and so that's why they need to be charged more and we don't need to be charged all that money. So if you are booking in nature reserves more specifically, and I know when we went on the Garden Road tour and Titikama, they also had 2 different prices for a lot of the activities there, so I'm guessing also the accommodation around there is like that. So just make sure you check if there's a South African citizen rate and they don't mess that up. Point number 5, don't book central. So I guess this one is tricky, because if you don't book central to where everything is going on, like the vibe and stuff like that, you're gonna pay more money for the Ubers or like traveling. But you'd get that in some places the Uber is 20 Rand, or they have like a train, or they have like bus services and stuff like that, so you actually don't end up spending a lot. But booking not at the center of where everything is happening in a certain place, you can save a lot of money on accommodation too. But let's say you're going to Cape Town, like don't book a hotel and buy the V&A and stuff. Like book more outside, not outside Cape Town, but more surrounding those areas. Yeah, you actually save so much money like that too. Point number 6, if you have a bit more money and you can spend 200 Rand on a travel agent, my other suggestion is to actually book through a travel agent. So they'll literally do everything for you. Tell them the dates, luxury accommodation, you want this and this and this, a view like this and this and this, and they'll get everything for you. Because I know agencies also have deals with certain resorts that we basically can't get. So at the end of the day, you'd get that it's a whole lot cheaper than booking for yourself, which I highly doubt, but in some cases it might be, because especially as I mentioned, we don't have much access to some of those places, so booking through an agency would make more sense. So do try that out. Going back to my first point, look everywhere, try all the options, and yeah. Number 7, be patient, guys. Be patient. As I mentioned, some of the places I'll look literally 3 months before, and like every second week I'll check again and stuff like that. Like, be patient. These places are literally called hidden gems because they are hidden and they're not places that everybody goes to. So to find them, you have to dig deep into the internet, like deep. As I mentioned before, when we went to Stardam, so it's really gained traction, and I know the price I had put on my blog is definitely not the price they have now, because when we found it, it was a hidden gem. And literally the way I found it was on Twitter. Somebody tweeted about it, I put it as a favorite. One of my friends was like, I need a place to go for my birthday. I'm like, I know this place on my favorites. Be patient, dig deep, dig within. You will find the perfect place. So that is the end of my list. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you have other suggestions for the people, for me even, please do leave them down below, and I will see you guys pretty soon in the next video. Bye.